Hi, I'm Gigi,
Hi, Mimi.
and this is Love Island Tea
Love Island Tea
Time.
Time. Fever edition.
Oh my god.
But probably shouldn't be drinking hot liquids, but it is what it is.
Pretty sure you are supposed to help sweat it out.
I don't know what this is, but I need it to go away. I sent Gigi a picture earlier and my temp was 100.7.
Girl, get
An
well
hour
soon.
ago, it was 99.7.
Well, at least it's lowering.
Yes, because of the Tylenol.
Thanks, Tylenol. I was gonna do a thing and then I stopped myself. But anyway,
I think I was going to do a thing too, and I stopped myself.
and that's just for us. That's just for us.
Yeah.
Um, so the name of today's episode is Paranoia?
Are you talking about Yasmin?
Talking about everybody. Everybody's like, I think they're doing this because of this. I think it's because of that. Maybe they're not really our friends. Yeah, I didn't expect
Mm.
that opinion. Yasmin, everybody. I'm just like, get these people out of here. Like, most annoying episode to date, genuinely. I was like, y'all need to get set free from this house. Please.
I think everyone's going a little crazy in there, a little cuckoo bananas.
For sure. For sure. I mean, Yulia and Priya are okay, I think. Priya made a big promise saying she's not going to talk negatively about Yulia when she goes on podcasts. We shall see how long that lasts. I don't believe that for a second.
I mean, I want to believe in the best of Priya, but I also know her by now, so. But maybe she left on a good note, so she'll continue that, you know? Like, her and Yulia seem to be spoilers.
They
Priya
seem
and
to be all right.
Aidan went home.
Yeah, they're gone. We knew that was going to happen. There was no way. Everybody who loves Yulia and Lorenzo, who've already voted them to the top, were going to vote them to the top again. And anyone else in the world was going to vote for Samraj and Mika. There was no one voting for Aidan and Priya. Maybe there were some sympathy votes. Actually, maybe there were still people voting for Aidan. I don't know, but they were in such a mess. Like, it was no chance. It was like, they're going home. And they called it off right before they went home. Priya was sitting there going, I don't understand why he picked me and this and that and whatever. And Lorenzo was like, this is what Yulia was saying. And listen, no one disagreed with Yulia in the first place. She just kept going in on it and saying it in a terrible way.
Literally, because if Yulia had said, well, why don't you think about Aiden's track record and how you've been here the longest and how he still has explored other connections outside of yours? Like that, I would have been like, okay, I understand where she's coming from. But she did not say that.
And she also heavily implied and repeated that she thinks that Priya is doing it on purpose as well. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, if there's any scenario that I truly believe, Aiden, I just think in general, they both were like, we're both here.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. There's a little something. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Aiden's literally like, I still have feelings for Yasmin. Sir, the door. Goodbye.
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in that head. I really don't.
And he's admitted neither does he.
I know. I think he's just in a state of delusion, which I understand
So he's doing
completely.
great. He's feeling great.
Yeah, in
He's
his
loving
own
life.
world.
Was it just me or did Kevin almost speak better about Aiden than he did about Jasmine as far as his experience?
Of course he's going to. Even when all the boys were chatting and Samraj was trying to question him, I'm like, do you really have feelings for Priya? Like, just be honest. Kevin was like, I feel like you're attacking him. Calm down, you little scrappy do. That's the energy he gives, little scrappy do.
I can't. You're so right. You're so right. it was just everyone was questioning them. Everyone was questioning each other. They're sitting around going, I feel like some people's opinions were just because they know they're getting close to the end and people want to stay. And I'm like, everyone's talking too much about the show, that the show is the show. It's too much.
Yeah, that was a lot. There was something that Samraj said too, and I said he's gonna regret saying that. I
That he
forgot what
doesn't
it
think he should
was.
be in the bottom anymore, or he was annoyed he was in the bottom so many times, or whatever.
No, no, it was at dinner, and he said I had one expectation, and that was to not get voted out first, or
And then I
not
got
get dumped
and then I
first.
got dumped first.
Did he? Oh, he
Yes,
did with
by
Ellie.
George and Yasmin. That's why Yasmin went, "Oh God."
Oh, oh, good times.
The dinner was cute, but also I miss when the dinner was when they got them to argue with each other about what the public voted, and I miss them asking us a question because I felt like them asking a question was very revealing. Because some couples chose in the past to ask questions about other couples,
Mm-hmm.
and I always thought that was very interesting.
Yeah,
Wait,
unfortunately.
no, they were able to ask a question about themselves and a question about another couple.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Well,
I'm tired.
this dinner, girl, I'm hanging on by a thread. This dinner was very wholesome. I will say I shed some tears, not only because of the things that they had said, but because I came to a realization I'm going to get emotional again. Still that time of the month for me, guys. That we're going to be recording less.
Aww. Look at her. She's all emotional about not waking up at 6 a.m. anymore.
Oh my god. You wake up at 6 a.m. I wake up at 8.
I know, it must be nice.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've thought about that a bunch too. And I was thinking about Australia, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know if we're going to be able to record daily for Australia because how the time zones work, unless we just go on the US release schedule of Australia, and then people from Australia have to watch back later. But I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I love you.
Love you.
We did this for 2 months straight. We're Gucci.
I know. And that's unbelievable. You know, the biggest thing I took away from this whole entire episode was that Priya has a degree in psychology.
Not what I was expecting you to say. It's not what I was
I
expecting you to say
know.
at all. It makes it all the more concerning to me. I know a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
doesn't help her
unpleasant
case.
people who want to be therapists and
Mm,
or what have you that I've been like, are you sure? One
AKA
of
our high school guidance counselor.
one of them in question told me that she who want to go and get a psychology degree, whatever, she told me, I'm done with therapy. My therapist told me I'm done. I don't need to go to therapy anymore. I was like,
Mm.
trying to divide, add, subtract that one. What? So anyway, and was 23, 24 years old at the time, done with therapy. Good forever.
Okay.
That's what she was told. And I was like, and you're going to go be a therapist? Okay. Anyway, so
To each his own.
okay, Priya, do something with that, maybe. I don't know what Priya's gonna do. I worry about her. But someone said her girlfriends need to kidnap her when she gets out of the villa and just take her on a girls' trip, and she needs to, like, turn her phone off for a week. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But I hope she gets a break before she steps into the real world of things. I think she just needs to like disconnect from it
That's what I'm saying.
because she has a lot coming her way, and she is someone that definitely cares about what people think of her,
Yes.
and she's not everyone's favorite. So
Yeah, I worry because I don't want her to feel bad. It's just, and here's the thing: it's like I would never tag her in any of the podcast episodes or any clips or whatever, I'd just be like, come share your side, because we didn't get it sometimes. Maybe it was the
Mm-hmm.
edit. Like, do you feel like, I'd be like, did you watch it back? Do you feel like you got a bad edit? Because there were questionable moments, girl. There were questionable moments where we were all like we would be won over, then you would lose us. I would be honest about that, but I wouldn't like go in on her. Nah,
Yeah. Oh, I wish her the best. She
same.
made a spectacular exit. She and Aiden ended things mutually. They decided to be friends. She clapped her cheeks and she said, "Peace out."
Please. Um. So yeah, how about the whole Yasmin Tommy fiasco? Because I can see in her head that the math isn't mathing. Because like, when did he apply? How long was that relationship? He broke up with her 2 weeks before he came in, but surely you know sooner than 2 weeks before you're coming in that you've been tapped for the show. Like,
Yeah, so I'm not defending him using deductive reasoning and context
mm,
clues because he didn't provide much to her, which I understand why she was feeling the way that she was.
yes,
To me, it sounded like they had separated, but were still kind of like on and off, like a situationship. That's what it gave to me. And then he
yes,
decided in between that time, like, I'm going to apply for the show. And then when he found out that he was going to be on the show, it was like two
time to
weeks
cut it
before he
off.
was, yeah, it was time to, because then he was like, okay, I'm going to go on this adventure and like, I can't have this anymore. I'm off to find love in a hopeless place.
I can't with you.
That's what that's what I thought, but I don't think he was giving her the full story, and sometimes it gave that he was trying to get his facts straight. So, but I think I'm with her and we just have to take it for face value. I haven't heard anything like that that until that episode aired. So I
Right.
hadn't heard anything about him.
Yeah. I don't know. I genuinely think that he really loves her. He looks real torn up about the whole thing. She's all
Mhm.
torn up about it. I think the producers were cooking with that one when they made sure that
Yeah.
question went in. And for half a second, I was like, is she gonna bail? Because she's like, I don't want to look like a mug again. This, the
Mhm.
other. And I was just like, sweet girl.
She's so sweet and she's so cute when she's sad too. I hated seeing her sad.
I
She's just like
know.
a she's just like a little angel. They're like, it's okay. She's a puppy.
Yeah, she's a little sweetie. She's a little golden retriever. She's just doing her thing. She's doing her best.
She is, and I hope that his feelings for her are genuine. I hope that he means what he says. And he said that them separating was mutual, so I hope it was mutual. But I don't know.
They'll
Guess
find
we'll just
out.
have to see.
They'll find out.
They
Um,
will find out.
yeah, I just feel like it's really interesting because we haven't gotten a lot of the one-on-one bonding moments that you want to see
Mm-hmm.
before the finale. There's no final dates. There's no like one-on-one dates where everyone's just spread out around the villa doing their own thing. They're having this dinner. Everyone's having soppy moments, which honestly, I don't think everyone spoke that well about their own partners. They just spoke more about their personal journeys than about their partners, to be real. Because
Mm-hmm.
Angelissa and Jasmine were just both like, and when we were alone after Casa Amor, and that's really important to me. My friendships are really important to me. And I was just kind of like, I don't know that this makes me like root for any particular couple the way they're speaking about each other and speaking about this experience. Um, Although
Well,
Lorenzo and Yulia went exclusive, which if there's any time for him to do it that's the least suspicious, it's or the least suspect or questionable, it's when he thinks he could be 5 minutes from finding out he's going home, potentially.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
If that wasn't in the air, I'd be like, very convenient to do that on the last day. Very
Mm-hmm.
going on a diet because the refrigerator's empty.
Yeah.
But just because he fully believed that there's a high chance they could just be walking out of there in 20 minutes,
Yeah.
it does actually feel really genuine to me, which, oh my god, somebody help them. I hope they're going to be okay. I don't think it's going to go for very long, but
I guess I don't like her for him, but
I don't
that's
like
my
them for each
man.
other.
That's my man. And if he's happy, I'm happy. You know, he says he wouldn't change her, and he says that he's grown a lot and all these people have helped him grow. I will say Tommy and Yasmin, like Tommy had a really sweet moment with Yasmin as well because
Mhm.
his main idea around being grateful centered around Yasmin. So, but otherwise,
Yes.
yeah, I agree with you. Everyone was talking about themselves.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's been interesting.
It's been interesting to say the least, and I did want to say that Jasmine did kind of clock Simba for how he's moving. Like, it's very convenient of you to be
Simba, I
getting
just want to
close.
know. I just want to know. When did anyone say you were a genius?
I want to know that too.
He's like, oh, people are going, oh, Simba, you're a genius. You're a genius. Sir? Sir, you have a lot of receipts that point towards you being calculated, and this is not helping. This is not helping the
Mm.
situation. Because I don't remember you ever caring that much about either of those two, and all of a sudden they're your besties. And
Right.
Yulia's pulling up receipts that you understand her all of a sudden. It's like Angie and Simba are on my side, and I'm like, okay.
But I feel like if Yulia were to mention anything that Simba did, he'd change his story right away.
Oh yeah, because he'd lose his mind.
Right. He's just grateful that she hasn't said anything about him.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh
Moron.
yeah, I think Jasmine was clocking tea today. I do think it comes off a little bit paranoid on her part. I think I think it's all a bit weird though. I do think everyone's moving weird because it's the final. It's the weirdest I've seen the entire group of Islanders act towards the end. Like Samraj got to put in his 2 cents about, in my humble opinion, about you and Priya, which isn't wrong, but it was just like it just felt like everyone was going a little crazy. It felt like you could feel them gripping the cage and shaking it. It's what it felt like to me.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone was just. It was a very strange episode. In a way, I felt like it was almost unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, there's really not much to talk about. It's centered around, like, Yasmin and Tommy for a good chunk of it. Everyone was making amends because three of the OGs were in the bottom.
Hmm.
You know,
For
everyone
sure.
was feeling a little bit sentimental.
I think they should
Yulia
have just
said,
dumped Priya and Aidan then and there, though. Like, to be honest, like the
yeah,
night before, they should have just been like, "You have the most votes. Adios."
it would have made sense, but I think it just tugged at heartstrings more that they did it during the supper.
Yeah, I guess, and gave everyone a chance to like say goodbye because they kind of knew. Although I was dying when Priya was saying goodbye in the dressing room, being like, "You girls," and um, Yulia was like right here, and you could see her eye contact going here, 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 and here. While she spoke,
Mm-hmm.
going, "You girls have been the best." And you saw Yulia's nails come into frame and like touch her knee for a second, and it's like, girl, give it up. She ain't talking to
I
you.
know. But then Yulia was actually really nice and said that Priya was a special girl and that she's gonna find someone for her. It's just like she
Listen,
confuses me
shh.
so much. And then she's
Shh.
also doing Mika's hair earlier. Earlier,
Was she?
Yeah, she was helping Mika with her hair.
Listen, I knew she kind of won me back this episode just a little bit, but it was just like, and then I was like, oh, well, I feel bad that all morning all I did was yell about her. But then it's just like, I think that's also like the trauma in me being like, oh, but then they were nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've done that a lot myself. So I'm gonna stand on my business and be like, she rubbed me the wrong way. I don't trust her. I wish her well, but
Yeah.
she and I will never be friends. We'll never be friends. And if we could be friendly, but we'll never be friends.
Mm-hmm.
She's not for me. Whatever it is that's going on, that she's like, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, the way that she talks to people, and maybe it is just ESL/cultural differences. I really don't believe that, but I don't think we'd vibe or understand each other, and that's fine. And that's fine.
That is fine.
So I'm gonna stand on
I
that.
yeah, I don't think I'll ever understand her. Does she have her moments with me? Yes. Do I understand her little quirks sometimes? Yes. But that we will never be friends. We I stopped myself from singing the song.
That's right. Um, I think it just it stresses me out because I really think they might win the show, though.
Yeah, it stresses me out too. And I think they would win because Lorenzo carried them to the finish line.
Obviously. And I think she did a good job at whatever her plan was to get in the mix. She knows people don't like Jasmine. She knows people don't like Priya. She knows people didn't like Lola. She made sure, she knew people didn't like Mika. She just made sure to get right up in that mix.
Right. Like, y'all don't see she could be just as calculated. She came in during Casa Amor when she had an opportunity to study these people
She had her
and
phone
these,
for 4 weeks.
like, come on now.
Genuinely. Genuinely, genuinely. I think, I don't know, I think the only thing that might save us from a Lorenzo and Yulia win is this next episode, which is the ex Islander vote, which I do love, but it takes too long. It's a whole episode. I would rather see them go on dates
Yeah,
than spend 45 to 50 minutes of my time watching people name names.
I really want to know just what they have to say.
Well, we know Charlene is gonna vote for Kevin and Jasmine. We know Mara's gonna put probably Simba and Angelista. I don't know. I just it just depends because I think people might start voting for Yulia and Lorenzo. And it
Mm-hmm.
depends. You know, here's a good thing to bring up now that we missed it earlier because we were or the previous episode because we were so wigged out about Yulia. What does compatibility mean to you? Because Simba and Angelista were over there doing three-dimensional geometry math, going, well, you guys live far away from each other, or your job is this, and then that makes you less compatible. And a bunch of people were like, we don't think it has anything to do with where you live, or if your lives are compatible. It has to do with you as individual people, your personalities, the way you love, whatever is more compatible or not. Do you think that where they live and their specific like lifestyles should be put into the mix, like Tommy's job being brought up?
I don't think any of that is relevant. That has nothing to do with compatibility to me. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. To me, when you're talking about compatibility, you're talking about how when I talk about finding a partner for myself, I talk about how I'm great on my own, but who's gonna match me? Like, who's gonna,
Somebody on the mesh, my freak. That's all
hey,
that we can
stop
do.
it.
That's all we can do.
um, like, who is going to pair well with me? Like a fine wine to a nice meal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I
just
don't
want to let you
care
know I
that.
gave this girl some nice wine one time and she went, Gigi, I can't. Shoved it to the side. She's like, no.
um, I think it just depends on two people and how much they care for each other and how much their lives would complement each other. That's what I was getting at. That's the word I was trying to find. Complement. Who's going to complement my life when I think
Mm.
about compatibility?
But then does
And
that have to do with them? Because you had a compatibility. Do you feel like it was a compatibility issue with your ex partner working, having a traveling working work a job where they were traveling all the time? Fuck.
I think that if two people want to make it work, they will.
Mm.
And I think if you want to put in that effort, I'm definitely someone that's like the phrase if he wanted to he would, or if they wanted to they would, it doesn't apply to me. For me it's like if you're not going to, someone else will. That's what I walk around saying.
Okay. I do think the other statement is included, though.
Well, yeah, but
It's like a
also
square and a rectangle.
then you're not, if you're not going to, someone else will.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So to you it's about whether or not those people are willing to overcome the boundaries or obstacles.
Yes,
Cuz then
but
that
that
falls
has,
more under they're strong in the villa but they'd be weak outside of the villa.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. We're basically on the same page. I see it though. I see the people that are pulling up where people live and their jobs and whatever. Because to me, like, because I know we brought that up about Jasmine and Kevin,
Mhm.
but to me, that's like the cherry on top of all the other issues.
Mhm.
Like, if it wasn't for the way he wants her to behave and like the things he already doesn't like, plus the other stuff that's going to come up for them, then I'd be like, okay.
Yes, I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Samraj, but someone in the previous episode talked about, oh, it was Samraj, logistics. Logistics, shh, I don't think should factor into how compatible you are with someone. Yes, you take them into account when you're
Mhm.
outside of the villa, but it was using Jasmine and Kevin as an example. I think logistically, they don't live near each other. They have an age gap, but he's insecure. She's changed for him. Like those are compatibility issues
Yeah.
for me versus like the surface level stuff, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he's sick of seeing anything of her and Lorenzo. And if her and
Mhm.
Lorenzo go out to a friendly lunch or there are pictures of them, he's gonna
Right.
lose his mind.
And if she's not texting him back during that time, you
Yeah.
know, I feel like he'll be like, "Well, what were you doing? You
Yeah, but
couldn't
why couldn't
text
you
me
text me
back."
back? Yeah.
Mhm.
Who are you talking to? Liar.
Liar. Jesus.
um, who do you think is most likely to get the axe on Sunday night? Who do you think's gonna be the next couple eliminated?
Mm,
Who's not making it into the final four? Why did I do that?
that's
I have so many
tough.
regrets.
That's okay. That's tough. I'm gonna have to say that it's a toss up between Jasmine and Kevin and Mika and Samraj.
Okay. I think it actually might be between Jasmine and Kevin and Yulia and Lorenzo.
I guess so. I mean, but Yulia also has girls coming back that are gonna back her.
Two of them.
Well, I don't know how any of the other girls feel. Like, I don't know how Ellie feels after seeing things. I don't know how Robin feels. She's been gone since the beginning and she's seen everything.
Yeah, but I think most of the OG girls are going to have OG girls backs, and they're going to be like, "Sorry, Lorenzo, we don't think y'all are actually compatible." I just because also like she's been like, I want him to do this and I want him to act like that, and he's like, it's coming, and then it we've seen bits here and there, but to me it doesn't seem like enough.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Mika and Samraj, I actually think are the most compatible. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, if they can get it together, like, I think the only thing working against them is that neither of them have been in a relationship before. Or it's working in their
Mm-hmm.
favor, because neither of them have, like, weird things to be, like, wigged out about or triggered by in a relationship. They'll just be, like, dealing with each other only. Um, to me, they're the most likely to, like, get married. So if I was going back in, I wouldn't vote for them. You know what? Actually, though, I feel like votes could be coming for Angelista and Simba too, though.
Maybe. Maybe. I really, this is a toss up for me. It really is.
Yeah,
I can't, I can't tell. I don't know what they're gonna come in saying, and but usually I know they come in fucking savage as hell. So,
it's true. It's true. It's just arguments. I,
mm-hmm.
I, I like it overall, but I just, you know what? The producers have saved so much money this season. It's not even funny.
Yeah, but it's less is more. I mean, everyone is saying UK is elite, so
But also, I think they've cracked the code by having more people in the villa. Like, less
it's
people is
true.
just less drama. You throw more people in a house living together, and you will just by default get more drama.
Yeah, I did see that someone talking about how many bombshells entered the USA villa versus how many bombshells entered the UK villa,
Yeah,
and it was like very minimal number
it was
in
like
USA.
6.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know
like
how many
6.
bombshells came into UK. There's so many.
Easily 15 plus. Easily. And they just started with more people this year. They started with 6 or 7 girls and guys. Like, I hope, here's my fingers crossed. I think we deserve a new villa. We've had the same villa since 2022, maybe 2021. I forget. No, 2022. I think we've had the same villa since like 2022. I think we deserve a new villa because also been so many people in the house. Find them a house with a bigger bedroom or like do a full renovation on this house. You have all year. You have all
Yeah.
year. Um yeah, next year I want to see just as many people, and honestly, I love the extra low budget challenge. The one extra low budget challenge we got. They could do more of those where it's just kiddie pools and drinks
Mhm.
and gaff tape. Like, excellent. Excellent. They save so much money, but it's really done so much. Like, everything they've had people do has caused so much carnage. It's caused so
Yeah.
much carnage. Oh, it's been good. It's been good. But again, they've saved so much money. 2 dates,
It's been a
one
good season.
challenge. Didn't even
Only
leave the
two?
grounds.
There was like
I don't count the dates when the bombshells come in.
okay.
I don't count the dates when the bombshells come in because it used to be that there was like a date every other week for a long standing couple.
Mhm. Yeah.
And there was a challenge every single week.
Mhm. And the
So,
hideaway didn't even get used.
oh, well, they don't do that
Only
like
for
that here.
smooches.
Yeah, they don't do that like that in the UK anymore. They changed it like 3 years ago or something like that, where the hideaway is only for people who are not in couples. They don't announce, like, pick someone to go to the hideaway anymore.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like no one used it. except
It's true.
for,
It got the most use in the last like 2 weeks, to be real.
yeah,
I
for
feel like
Priya and Aidan.
last summer the hideaway was going crazy. Just people in there all the
That
time.
was Helena's season.
Hideaway Helena.
Hideaway Helena.
That's where she got the name.
Hmm.
You should have seen it last season. She was flirting with a boy who was with another girl. She flirted with him about going to the hideaway with him. Everyone had gone to bed. He was laying in bed with the girl he's in a couple with. Helena walked past his bed and went like this to his foot, shook his foot, and walked out of the bedroom. And he got out of bed and they went to the hideaway.
Oh my god. She's gnarly for that one.
Diabolical.
But I did
Diabolical.
like her on All Stars.
So I'm
I did enjoy
saying,
her.
you watch that season back, I think it had to do with the other girl she was around. And this is true. You tell me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are, where you
That's
act.
true.
Because it just doesn't matter. People get into the whatever the zone of what other people are doing. It starts to
Hmm.
rub off. And you go, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. It just happens.
Yeah.
And is that the
That's the
tea?
tea. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's the tea.
I hope my sips were quieter today. If whoever left that review about me sipping on through a straw is listening. I tried. I tried to lean away from the mic. I tried to sip quietly, but we do drink tea on this podcast, and we will until we die. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Da 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 da. So we put the YouTube up.
Mm.
For anyone who wants to know about that. However, we immediately hit the limit on the number of videos that could be uploaded. So everything will be on there by Monday, I believe, because it uploaded 25 videos. We're at 56 episodes as of this moment. We also hit 10,000 streams. We
Yay!
did that. We really did that. I'm
Thanks,
so proud of us.
guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all so much. A bunch of people jumped in and left reviews on Apple, which we're so grateful for. It's so helpful to have that. Like, there's nothing worse than having just like one bad review and nothing else. It's really
Mm-hmm.
depressing. So we really appreciate that. We appreciate everyone who's rated us on Spotify, who's left comments. We love to hear from you. We're working on finishing the Discord in the next Discord. Well, I jumped ahead of thought. We're working on finishing the Patreon in the next couple of days, which when you join, we plan on giving access to a Discord, which is ideal and very fun. We want to be able to get people together who like to chat about it. Love to turn this
Mm-hmm.
into a little community of Love Island lovers. And then, yeah, if you want to reach us either way, I'm on the gram, Mimi's on the TikTok, and where can they find those accounts, Mimi? What are the handles?
You can find us at Love Island Tea Time on Instagram or TikTok. And if you feel like following us on X, because we have one of those, it is
Twitter.
capital Li Tea Time Pod.
She's like, shut up. I'm doing my
I'm
read.
just feverish.
Um, but yeah, definitely hit us up if you have any ideas for things you'd like to see from us as far as what are available on the Patreon levels. Probably be like $1, $3, $5, $10 a month, and that's it. We're figuring out exactly what all those things entail for y'all, but they're definitely, regardless, for anyone who signs up this month, will be a welcome gift to start with. Something small, something bigger, depending on the tier, but we are so insanely grateful, and we would love to be able to do that for y'all, even if it's like a sticker or a mug or something silly and fun. We're just like working that out, and we'd love to hear from you what you'd like to see. If there's any phrases from the season or things we've said that you'd like to see on a sticker, on a tote or a mug or whatever. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, y'all. We're so grateful. Our hearts are so full. Mimi's delirious.
Um, you guys, I'm hanging on by a damn thread. I'm sweating profusely.
Same, but for different reasons. It's just really hot here. Um, Thanks for listening, y'all. You'll hear from us on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Bye.